Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time it's of The Watcher from 2000, which is a thriller serial killer movie. And it stars James Spader, Marissa Tomei, Keanu Reeves, Ernie Hudson, Chris Ellis, and Robert Chichichika. So this movie is mostly about James Spader's character of Campbell. He was sleeping with a woman and she got murdered by a serial killer, the one that he'd been chasing, and the killer got away. So he ended up moving cities to kind of get away from that and ends up on benefits, ends up with severe migraines, and basically has a real terrible lifestyle where he's in a lot of pain, he has to inject himself, and is not working anymore as a police officer. Well, what happens? Good old Keanu Reeves' character, Griffin, the serial killer, he decides to follow Campbell and take care of some business the torturous way by killing people and contacting Campbell. That's right. He contacts Campbell, he calls him up and he goes, "Hey Campbell, it's me, your old buddy, and I'm gonna do you a favour. I'm gonna do you a solid." And that's basically when he says to him, "I'm going to send you a picture of a woman every 24 hours, or something like that. Every time I send you a picture, you have 24 hours to find her or I'll kill her." Now, the one thing that I like about this was there was that big cat and mouse game, and I really enjoyed that. I found that Keanu Reeves and James Spader fitted perfectly in that mould. They were very non-predictable in what they were going to do, and you could tell Campbell had this real hatred for Griffin because of what he'd done for him, and he wanted to catch him. But at the same time, you could see that Griffin was obsessed with Campbell. Like, he can't catch me, so I'm just going to torture his life and rub it in his face continuously. One of the most powerful moments in the film for me was when they're looking for this woman who works at a camera shop, and she's basically not being found. And they are putting pictures out, they're putting her name on the news, but she ends up getting murdered. And I'm not spoiling too much of the film, but she ends up getting murdered. And the thing that got me about that bit the most was that when the leaflets were on the floor after that happened, people were just walking over it like it didn't matter in the world. Griffin has one of the best sayings in the movie when he says, "Isn't it funny?" And I'm not quoting this perfectly. "We're all on top of each other, yet we don't see each other at all." And I think that was a very real statement for this film. But most of the people that were victims, if we paid attention to the people that were around us, they would have been found very quickly. But instead, because we live our own lives and we were constantly trying to avoid the people we don't know, we don't care about whether they're homeless, whether they're workers in the shop, we just want to get out. Their lives could be in danger and we could remember them, but we do that. The one thing I did like about Keanu Reeves when he was playing Griffin was he was very believable. He had this eerie, dark, and kind of disturbing way about him where when he smiled, you just felt kind of darkness. You just felt the darkness within him. And another thing I liked about his character was when you saw through his eyes, it was kind of VHS style quality now, but it was like he was looking like an animal out of his eyes and he was looking at what he was going to do next. As Campbell was a lot more sophisticated and a lot more in the sense like he was orientated, as Griffin was more, "I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this person. I'm going to kill him." As Campbell had to keep figuring things out. He had to think, and it made the film go by really quickly. The film in the end ends with a bang, and it kind of ends there, you know. The ending is satisfying, but at the same time, I always like seeing a little bit more. I like a few scenes after the end because I like seeing what happens. But overall, I found the movie to be a real great thriller, and I found that it was one of those films that went really under the radar, but it's a lot better than people give it credit for. It's a lot more fun. It's fantastic. Marissa Tomei is great in it as a psychiatrist who's trying to help Campbell get past the stuff he got past. I do feel like we should have seen more flashbacks of Campbell and Griffin's relationship with them chasing each other and so forth. I feel like we should have seen more of that, but we didn't, which was sad. And I felt like it would be nice to see a couple of sessions with Griffin seeing a psychiatrist as well. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Highly enjoyed it. I recommend it to people that like a good thriller and like serial killer movies, because this is one of those films which won't bore you. You'll enjoy it and you'll have a lot of fun with it, and the time just flies by. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.